Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your dab of the day. Today's a G-Pen Connect dab of the day, and we're going to be using the dab wall. But before that, I want to get into the topic of the day, and it's a topic that frankly affects everyone, whether we're in pain or not, and I think a lot of us take it for granted. How do we shop, run errands, go to the doctor's office, get in a car and drive in the pain we're in? How do we do it? And how do we ensure that we don't hurt ourselves and get into more pain? So, shopping and errands with the pain we're in. Let's get started. Well, we all have to do it. You all remember the time where you weren't in pain and you took it for granted. Those of us with significant others see them running around and doing all the great things and want to join them almost every time. But what we have to start doing, and I've been talking about this a lot lately, is listening to our bodies. That's right. You need to listen to your body more than your ego. Your ego says, oh, I have to help. By the way, helping is the worst thing you can do, because when you help, people like us help physically, it puts us in worse physical shape, and the people that care for us and love us have a harder time. What sense is that? Does that make any sense? This is not about even us creating more pain for ourselves. It's about us creating more work for the people who love us. Now, I know that sounds counterintuitive and backwards, but I'm going to elaborate, and I think you'll understand. You want to go to New York. You live in New Jersey. You want to go to New York. You want to go out to dinner. You really want to have fun. Not because you're feeling better, but you really need to. And your spouse or significant other says, don't you realize what it's going to do to me? And you're like, what are you talking about? What do you mean what it's going to do to you? I'm the guy, the person with the bad back and all the problems. Yeah, but every time you're hurt, I've got to take care of you. So what I'm trying to get across here is there are parallel lines, parallel roads, if you will, paths. Ourselves, trying to keep out of pain, and other people who care for us, trying to keep us out of pain. They run right next to each other. The challenge is when we run too fast or run off in a different direction, that's cockeyed, our caregivers have to run with us. And they're probably routine oriented by now. And when we do this, it's a diversion, and it's not a diversion that's pleasant. It's an unpleasant diversion because it's all about getting us back to the center line where we're okay. So let's take a couple examples. Go to a mall and try to shop. You better get an electric cart. I walk with a cane and I walk with a back brace now. I have to put a back brace on now. It's gotten worse. But it's not the pain. The neurostimulator will help, but it's back pain. You all know about what I'm talking about, so I got to wear the brace. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, you're done. Then you got to sit, and then you got to get back to a car. You're done before you got back to the car, before you got home. So what happens is then you're further down than you started, and your significant other is going to have to be down there with you, helping you. You're going to be unable to do anything, potentially. Example. It's going to snow here. So our plan was, what we talked about last night, Mrs. Stoner going to go shopping this morning, food shopping, just get a few things in the house. As she's leaving, I said, gee, I'd like to go with you. And she says, all right, if you feel up to it. And within 30 seconds, I said to myself and then to her, you know what? I'm better off not doing that. I'd rather go out to dinner tonight with you. See, I know that I can't do these multiple things. You know you can't do multiple things. You also know, full circle, that if you do those multiple things, another person's life's going to be impacted by it because they're going to have to take care of us. Interesting, right? So it's not really about how do we handle it. It's about how do we handle it for our caregivers and our loved ones. But let's go further. There's nothing, and I repeat, if you're in bed or you can't get out of bed, fear not. if you can make it to your front door to answer your front door, you're okay. DoorDash, Uber Eats, the restaurants themselves, most of them deliver now. Find one that does, number one. Supermarkets, food in the internet, dinners packaged, just heat them up, come in the mail off the internet. Clothing, accessories, this type of stuff, computers, machinery, anything you want is available at Amazon on the internet, wherever you want to shop, and it comes to your home. The days of shopping for people like us, shopping, are over. I only go into a store in an emergency for fit. And my daughter and my wife are trying to convince me that I'm a fool and that I don't need to anymore, and that these different companies will send you 3 or 4 things to try on, send back 2. Send back 3, keep 1. No charge. So there's lots of ways to start listening to your body and stop listening to your ego and do a little bit less. This is not doing less with family. Remember, I'm not talking about that. I'm saving it for that. I'm saving it. Don't waste your energy doing foolish errands. If you have to go to the doctor, boy, that's something you better find a way to get to. Okay? Call an Uber if you don't feel up to driving. My point is, you've got to remember you're not just caring for you when you make bad decisions. You're putting a burden on the people who care for you. So try to be cognizant of that fact as we move forward, because it's not easy. I know it gets a hold of us, doesn't it? Today we're going to try garlic. That's right, garlic flavor. Sativa. Spike up the day a little bit today on Saturday. And we're going to do our dab with our G-Pen Connect. By the way, today is cleaning day at Senior Stoners. We're going to be cleaning this. We're going to be cleaning this. We're going to be cleaning every piece of glass I have for a Puffco Peak and every piece of glass I have for a Carta. And then I'm going to be wiping down the atomizers. I'm doing the full sweep. Every single thing I own that I use is going to be cleaned. Not joking around anymore. I want to protect my investments. I should also note that I put an order in for several atomizers for different things, because you know what? I might be just about done, other than the things I haven't shown you yet, purchasing devices. There's nothing out there. I've seen a couple new ones, but there's nothing out there that's exciting right now. These things are exciting, the ones we own and talk about. So let's get into the dab wall a little bit with our garlic diamonds. Cheers. Wow. Wow. Zowie. That was a nice hit. And once again, extremely efficient on the connect. One more dab. Here we go. And it heats up really quick. Excellent. Excuse me. Excellent. Okay, everybody. Try to remember what we talked about. It's about shopping and errands, about letting people help you, about understanding about people who do help you. They need our help. Good luck. This is the Real Senior Stoner. Try to stay pain-free. Cheers. And we're eating into the dab wall little by little.